PCSRA Radio Network and the Blue Hedgehog TV. We now interrupt your regular scheduled programming for the following sports special. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association and the National Association of Professional Racing Leagues Incorporated for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction or rebroadcast, retransmission, or other dissemination, or the use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of this show without the express written consent of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association and the National Association of Professional Racing Leagues Incorporated is prohibited. On the PCSRA Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Welcome to the PCSRA Weekly Show's 2020 season. We're glad that you're with us to celebrate 10 years of the PCSRA, and we hope to see you every Monday and Tuesday here in the PCSRA Blue Hedgehog Studios in War Acres, Oklahoma. Today's PCSRA Weekly Show broadcast is brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic Drive-Ins, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecues, Harkins Theaters, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where we encourage all of you fans that together we can end DUI. Now, in its 10th season with the call of today's PCSRA Weekly Show from the Blue Hedgehog Studios in War Acres, Oklahoma, here he is, the adorable Blue Hedgehog, the voice of the PCSRA. Here he is, Daniel Voiles. And hello and good afternoon, and welcome to the PCSRA Weekly Show. As the PCSRA Weekly Show is on the air here on the PCSRA Radio Network, the Blue Hedgehog TV, and on your mobile device with the PCSRA Radio Network. Daniel Voiles here in our amazing PCSRA studios here in Oklahoma City, as we are now underway with the PCSRA Weekly Show. Yeah, this week has not been the week I wanted to start off the weekly show, because, as most of you have already heard, this past Sunday I ended up losing a friend in Marissa Santiago, who went to school with me back in the middle school, high school days and all that. And we want to send our deepest condolences to her family and friends at this time. So, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask you to please join me in a moment of silence to remember my friend Marissa. Thank you. So before we get started with the with today's show, just a few announcements before we get started. Number one is that I feel like currently I'm still waiting word on what will be coming up in the next coming weeks as far as some news is concerned. Some of the stuff like the PCSRA, I don't know when it's going to come back, but we expect it to be back sometime soon. I don't know when, but we'll have to just wait and see what happens. It's really important to remember a friend as far as that's concerned, because a friend like Marissa taken way too soon. Let me tell everybody we're live. So that way, yeah. So, Marissa and I, I've seen her in FCCLA. I've seen her because I've seen her a couple of times, whether it was, school and all that. She was probably one of the greatest students, and something that a lot of people are very blessed to have, and it's something that, we're definitely sad to hear the news that she passed away, although we don't know what the cause of death was. I've asked somebody about what was the cause of death. They still don't even know, so it's something that, really hurts in your heart, but, for the class of 2013, it's not something you wanted to talk about, so, yeah, so, but, it's just one of those things, and, this week has been pretty much one of the most emotional train wrecks in the world, and it's been something that I was definitely not looking forward to as far as this year was concerned, so, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say at this point. But we'll get PCSRA and all that other stuff later on, but, probably at the moment, it's time for me to go ahead and introduce the panelists, even though they jumped the gun, and really, I just don't feel like talking about my friend Marissa, but we got a good crew of people, but before I do that, I need to go ahead and share this in Elijah's server, and then Stapleton's server, and then the NOFSRL server, and I think that's just about it, so, yeah. And I might do it in Great Lakes, the server, just because. Oh, Barnes and Noble! Give me 1 second. Oh, here it is. I'll put in Great Lakes, the server, so that way everything is, good to go, so, yeah. So, today's episode of the PCSRA Weekly Show, we're not going to be recapping Las Vegas, as I know most of you want me to recap Las Vegas, but to be fair, I think it would be kind of disrespectful after the circumstances that has happened on Sunday. So we are not going to recap Las Vegas and Adelaide. However, what I can tell you is that we are going to go through the top 10 results. That's something that's not going to change. So don't get mad if I'm not recapping Las Vegas or Adelaide, because I made a decision not to because of my my opinion about it, and I hope you all understand, even though most of you won't. So, but to hear about the recapping of Las Vegas, you can check out the NASCAR Pit Stop Show tomorrow night at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Leonard Station, which that is Elijah's channel. They will do the recapping of Las Vegas for you guys. I'm probably not going to, because I just don't feel like recapping after what has happened so far in this like I said, after what this week's been for me. So again, there will not be a recapping of Las Vegas or Adelaide. We'll just go through the top 10 results. We'll take you through some news and notes in the NR report. There's going to be something we're going to be doing for Marissa in her honor, according to the PCSRA, which we'll come to that in a minute. We'll take you through the breaking news stories. Go through do Taylor songs and everything like that, and then we'll look ahead to Auto Club Speedway and the fourth race of the FIA Formula E World Championship at Marrakesh, which was supposed to have been a different race, but got postponed. So yeah, or I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyway, let me just go through real quickly the top 10 results. I will still bring the panelists in. I'm just not ready to bring them in just yet because of what's been going on so far. So the top 10 results in race number 1 at the Adelaide 500. If my phone wants to cooperate. 1 second. This is what happens when I hate freaking Wi-Fi, because Wi-Fi sucks like ass. Oh, seriously? We're gonna start this BS again? Anyway. I just want the full results, not page not found my rear end. Screw you then. So, anyway, so let me just go through the top 10 results before my phone starts pissing me off. Top 10 results for race 1. Jamie Whincup, the winner. Scott McLaughlin, 2nd. Shane Van Gisbergen, 3rd. David Reynolds, 4th. Will Davidson, 5th. Cameron Waters, 6th. Chaz Mostert, 7th. Mark Winterbottom, 8th. Rick Kelly, 9th. Fabian Coulthard completed the top 10. And then for race number 2, top 10 results. Scott McLaughlin was the winner. Chaz Monster 2nd, Cameron Waters 3rd, Will Davidson 4th, Jamie Whincup 5th, Lee Holdsworth 6th, Nick Paracat 7th, David Reynolds 8th, Fabian Coulthard 9th, and Andre Himgardner completes the top 10 in the 10th position. So very good run for him, as I'm freaking messing up because I keep hitting the wrong freaking button. The top 10 results for the Truck Series race. As we go to Las Vegas, I'll just go through them real quickly like I'm gonna, because once we introduce, we'll get straight to the thoughts. So, top 10 results for the truck race. Kyle Busch, the winner, unfortunately, but oh well. Johnny Sauter, 2nd. Austin Hill, 3rd. Matt Crafton, 4th. Ben Rhodes, 5th. Zane Smith, 6th. Todd Gilliland, 7th. Tanner Gray, 8th. Stuart Friesen, 9th. And Sheldon Creek completes the top 10. For the Xfinity race that started on Saturday but had to finish on Sunday because of inclement weather, after it got suspended. The top 10 results are as follows. Chase Briscoe, his first win of the season, he won. Austin Cindric 2nd. Ryan Sieg got his best finish of the season in 3rd. Noah Gragson, the Daytona winner, finished 4th. Harrison Burton rounded out the top 5. Then it was Brandon Jones who finished 6th. Michael Annett 7th. Justin Allgaier 8th. Riley Herbst 9th. And Ross Chastain completed the top 10. And then for the Cup Series, the top 10 results. Joey Logano, the win. Matt DiBenedetto ties his best career finish in 2nd. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., his best finish of the season, if not his best finish with his new team, I should point out, 3rd. Austin Dillon 4th. Jimmy Johnson 5th. Bubba Wallace gets his first top 10 of the season, 6th. Brad Keselowski 7th. Kevin Harvick 8th. Kyle Larson 9th. And Ty Dillon completes the top 10. So now, joining me for the PCSRA Weekly Show is David Heller, Nathan Orman, Great Lakes, and Zachary Taylor. As I turn to you guys, I ask you this amazing question, and that is, what were your thoughts of Adelaide and Las Vegas? I will start with Nathan Orman. Next one, let's do David Heller. Excuse me, I just belched. What happened? Oh my word. Did he really? Hey, Taylor, here's the best part. He did it live on my stream. Hi, Elijah. But anyway, continue. Would. But Greg will not accept the apology, so. Thank you, Great Lakes. All right, Miss. All right, Taylor, what's your thoughts about Adelaide and Las Vegas? Oh, it's fine. It's fine, Great Lakes. Sorry to cut you off, Taylor. Continue, Taylor. Vegas was, let's be honest, the package really got better this year versus last year. Last year was the first race with the rules package, but I don't know what NASCAR did to the package during the off season where they made the cars a little bit faster, but it really made passing a lot better this year versus last year. We had a lot more passes than, let's say, the Daytona 500 2 weeks ago. As there goes Great Lakes. I think his Discord's starting to act up. So, yeah. Let's get right into the top story news. Let's start with the biggest news before we get into any NASCAR news. Let's get to the big news that just developed just a few hours ago. Sophia Flores, if you remember her, based off what I talked about back in 2018 when we were recapping Homestead 2 years ago, who was involved in that frightening accident, and which she had to go to the hospital for surgeries and all that, and had to be released. Well, the greatest news came out that she will become the first full-time female driver in Formula 3 in 2020. Driving for Campos Racing. What's your thoughts about that, Nathan Orman and Zachary Taylor? Orman, I'll start with you.
That is really interesting. It's great to see her back, and it's going to be great to see her race.
All right. What about you, Mr. Taylor? Yeah, but I think she's run these Formula 3 cars just in a different, just with a different series, if you know what I mean. But, for her to go racing at, tracks like, let's say, Bahrain and all that, she's gonna be like the Hailie Deegan of just taking her time trying to make it up to Formula 1, because we've never had an F1 female driver on the grid in a long time, I can tell you that from my perspective. So I think it's going to be important for her to have a good success, and I bet Fitzy was happy. So yeah. So any Sophia Flores fans, let me know what you think as far as that is concerned, because I'm kind of curious what your thoughts are going to be as far as that is concerned. Wait, what? Yeah. 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 Yeah, if you needed, temperatures, don't forget to mute your mic, so that way we didn't have to hear it, so. Just friendly reminder, so. Anyway. Oh, it's fine. Let me see. I got a notification. Oh. Let's actually discuss the biggest issue that happened last... Wait, what? Oh. NASCAR Dale Eek 88. I'm good. We're actually getting ready to discuss that. NASCAR and NBC analyst Parker Kligerman called out Angela Ruck last night on Twitter, and it sparked a whole bunch of issues. Which we were actually talking about this in the Neura chat. Let me read you the tweet, and then I want you guys' opinion about this. So, this is what Parker Kligerman had to say, and then this is what Angela Ruck said after that. Parker Kligerman said 4 days ago, quote, "Let's raise the qualification standards for the top 3 series. Side note, I can't wait till a woman driver absolutely laps the field one day. Truly, we are the only sport men and women can compete on equal ground. Can't wait until super talented women are throughout the field." Then Angela Ruck replies and says, "Dip crap, I blew a tire. The difference between me and your little blank is I make my own path. In fact, if you do not shut your trap, I will slap your little butt. Sad little fellas that no one dated in high school."
Hey guys, I need to leave this call real quick. I'll be right back.
Alright. So, and Great Lakes is gone. I think Discord's kicking him out. So, Orman and Taylor, what's your reaction to the Angela Ruck and Parker Kligerman fight? I'll start with Taylor. Yeah, and this is, and the best part is our very own Nathan Orman put a graffiti and said no with the Bugs Bunny on there, and I died laughing last night. In fact, Taylor, if you want proof, I can ping you on Twitter so you can see what Orman did, and you're gonna bust out laughing. Because I think you need a good laugh for yourself. Oh, it's your computer. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Luckily, I do see it on Discord because I have 3 to 4. Oh, well, well, there you go. That's why you shouldn't have 3 or 4 things coming up. As long as it's not Bella Rutz dancing naked on 3 to 4 deals, we're fine. Greg, accepted. Anywho. Let me see. No, that's not what I want. Oh, Barnes & Noble. I forgot to put this in the IMSA chat. I'll go ahead and do this now. There's no such thing. Anywho. I have no comment what you just said, but oh well. Where is that stupid link I put in here yesterday? Oh, now this is probably one of the most controversy things we'll probably just say on the weekly show. Yeah, Fernando Alonso, I'll go ahead and put this in here. And Arrow McLaren SP announced they will join forces with title partner Roofage Mortgage to compete in this year's Indianapolis 500. Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it, right? Oh, somebody's probably watching the stream in the background. Okay. I don't think you guys are... Yeah, if you want to mute that, that'd be great. I don't think any of us are surprised about that, to be quite honest with you. Where is that stupid link I put in here? This is regarding about, welcome back.
Anyway, Daddy.
What?
Is there a way that I can mute myself next time? Whenever
There's like a mute button down below, like.
because for some reason I have not seen it anywhere on my phone myself.
I can press the mute button on your deal, so that way you're muted, and then I can unmute you. So. Okay.
I don't see it at all.
I think your deal is just being dumb, but anywho, the FIA Formula.
And I goes back to score for me.
As I was saying,
Score accepted.
Formula One Support Series, the FIA Formula 3, has announced a reverse point system and a reverse grid race format for the 2020 season. So basically, it's like Formula 2, but the points will be 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 instead of 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1 like what we had last year. Instead of the top 8 being reversed, it will be the top 10 that would be reversed. What do you guys think about that, Taylor and Orman? Yeah.
And this will make things interesting for the upcoming season.
Oh, yeah. A little bit F2 news. Trident Racing has confirmed one of the drivers for the FIA Formula 2 Championship, and it is European Open champion Marino Sato, no relationship to Takumo Sato. Sato, a former Italian F4 and Formula 3 F3 European F3 regular who won 9 races en route to a dominant EF Open title last year. So that's interesting. We'll see how he's gonna do in that race as well. Now, where is that? Oh, engine-related engine penalties for the IndyCar series is coming back for the first time since 2013. Henceforth, any car that has engine changes before a manufacturer predetermined mileage limit has been reached will suffer a grid penalty in the next race, 6 grid spot penalty for road/street courses, and a 9-place drop on ovals. So that'll be interesting how that will play out. Let me see. I need to go back in the NeuroChat because there was a link Jackie Tang put out. One of the European races for the sports cars got canceled. GT Sport announced on Wednesday that it has postponed its winter testing at Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya that was scheduled for March 6th and through the 7th as a precautionary measure in the light of the recent developments of the COVID-19. While the outbreak has originated in China, COVID-19 has since spread globally with a recent cluster in Italy, resulting in a lockdown of more than 10 villages in the Lombardy region. More than 300 people have been infected, and the virus in Italy, with 12 deaths reported as of Wednesday, although Spain has yet to officially report a case. The Barcelona test is the first sports car event to be postponed outside of China due to COVID-19, with China GT officials having already canceled the opening round of its series, as well as the planned Asia GT Festival that was scheduled to launch this year. That is not good, I can tell you that for sure. To Formula One little news. F1 CEO Chase Carey has insisted that the Vietnam Grand Prix is going ahead as planned, although he has acknowledged that the coronavirus situation is fluid as more countries are impacted. Since the postponement of the Chinese Grand Prix at Shanghai, there's been a focus on the impact of the virus of the inaugural Hanoi event, given that Vietnam shares a border with China. However, the emergence of the virus in northern Italy has created the added confluence of potential compromised travel arrangements to other events for the staffs of Ferrari, AlphaTauri, and Pirelli. Yesterday, Bahrain stopped all flights to and from Dubai, and if that continues until March, it would mean issues for many F1 team members and others who are currently booked to fly from Melbourne to Bahrain via Dubai on Emirates. That's gonna be interesting. F1 fans, let me know what you think about that in the comments section as far as that's concerned. Talk about it. If it couldn't get any worse, it just did get worse. Let me see here. Here's the news. This is the news I was trying to find. Felix Rosenqvist is set to make his return to the 24 Hours of Le Mans with Dragon Speed. The second-year IndyCar driver will again drive for Franco America Dragon Speed Squad in LMP2 in his second Le Mans start, should the team's two entrants be confirmed. Ben Hanley and team patron Henrik Hedman, they're due to share the Orca Gibson 07 the team is fielding in the IMSA Sports Car Championship pending the release of the Le Mans entry list on Friday. Gonna be interesting, but I'm happy for Rosenqvist finally getting another shot at Le Mans. So I'll go ahead and put that. I'll go ahead and put that in the IMSA chat because why not? Now where? Oh, there it is. I was trying to find out where's the entry list, or not the entry list. Oh my word! I saw the quote. Oh Lord! Don't look at the quotes in Elijah server Orman as David's back. Okay, let me see. Let's get into some news and notes in the, oh wait, let me read what Cooper says. 41 reminds me of a better version of a car I made 12 to 13 years ago for Alexis Rainsford. Well, she is a two-time TM Master Cup Series champion, and also she's running in Champ Car. So what does that tell you? So yeah. Yes, girly point for Taylor. Anyway, let's get you caught up on some news and notes in today's NR report. The WRA Announced Energy Cup Series had their third race of the season at Auto Club. It was pretty good racing. Want to say congratulations to Nathan Stapleton on the victory. Betty ended up getting what was her best finish of the season after the first two races did not go according to plan as far as that is concerned. I ended up getting a top 15. So did I think it was Brittany. No, it was Megan Jones. Excuse me. Of course, Megan Jones running full-time in Buffalo Wild Wings, although she will probably run a part-time schedule in trucks, we're being told. We'll just have to wait and see. And then, of course, Annie's bad luck continues. And then I just recently announced that this will be my final year as an NR driver, because I will be retiring at the end of 2020. There is a good chance that Vanellope von Schweetz, who will be, I believe, making her first start of the season at Rockingham this weekend, is expecting to replace me in the 26, which, if that is the case, and more than likely could get confirmed, but it will not be announced until after Annie Thomas runs her first TM Master Cup race in California. So that'll be like in September or October till that gets announced. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. So yeah. Let's get to Taylor's songs, and then we're gonna rate the weekend. So Taylor, go ahead. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Taylor. I had Delition. Good job, me. What is Delition? I mean, I had nice chicken noodle soup, and I didn't share. Not Delition. What the heck am I talking about?
As usual, Danny. Okay. Let's see, come on.
Where? Who? Who did it? He's about to get disqualified if he ain't careful. Oh, one little note I'm also going to mention, Veronica Platts and Daniel Witter are going to be driving for LPHR in the Buffalo Wild Wings series. So they'll be sharing the 82 car. Sponsors to be announced. So... Oh boy. Oh, Joyland. It's Taylor's new song, Barnes and Noble. Crowd goes nuts. Elijah said that, Taylor. It's your new song, Barnes and Noble. I find it interesting how you keep singing the song Barnes and Noble. We should start doing new songs for Barnes and Noble. Okay, so we've already rated Las Vegas on a Messenger. So for Orman and Taylor, if you had to rate the Adelaide race weekend based on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being an absolute nightmare and 10 being the excitement of Annie Thomas, what would you rate the race weekend and why? I'll start with Orman. And you gave it a what?
8 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 8 because I don't think nobody expected Jamie Whincup to get the first win of the season. Wait, I want to read this. The album A Barnes and Noble with Taylor in the cover. Oh, Taylor. That was Great Lakes who said that, Taylor. Don't look at the shit. But I'm gonna say an 8 because nobody expected Holden, who sadly is what? Okay, never mind. Because I don't think nobody expected Holden to get 1 win out of that race weekend. We thought it was gonna be a Penske sweep. Oh, nope. We were wrong. Which, speaking of Holden, it's a shame that Holden's going to be probably gone after next year, is what we were told. And it's probably a sad day for supercars, especially in Australia. So, Holden fans, let me know what you think in the comments section down below. So, yeah, so I think that is it for the race weekend, as far as that is concerned. So, if you know what happened. D word for David in the YouTube chat. Yeah, it does stink, to be fair, Elisha, because, with General Motors buying them out, and they were going to build a new showroom for Holden, and, one person that's probably going to get affected is probably going to be Timothy Grenville. What's going to happen to him, if you know what I mean? Will he have to go to a Chevrolet? Well, let's be fair. The Holden is out of a Chevrolet body. Let's get that right, okay? So, I could see Timothy Grenville probably going to Chevrolet, but keeping the scheme itself. Because, after all, he is driving a Chevrolet. I mean, let's get that right. It's not like the end of the world for him, if you know what I mean. So, but they're still gonna feel the 8 car nevertheless. But if they're gonna still feel Holden's and PCSRA, good for them. So, before we look ahead to our race weekend at Auto Club and also Marrakesh for the FIA Formula E World Championship, let me go ahead and give you a look at this week's upcoming PCSRA Weekly show. This week's upcoming PCSRA Weekly Show events presented by Red Carpet Charter, the official charter company of the PCSRA. Next week we're going to recap Fontana and Marrakesh. We'll take you through some news and notes in the NR report. What happened? Nice motivational yawn, but anywho, we'll get you caught up on some news and notes in the NR report, breaking news stories and all that, and then we're going to look ahead to, the only race weekend we have is Phoenix. Motorsports.com, you derp. It's supposed to say, they said Phoenix and ISM Raceway instead of Phoenix Raceway. They still have ISM Raceway on their website. Nice derp. And here's the best part. That's the only predictions we get to make next week is NASCAR, because there is no global races next week. Yeah, no global races next week, but in 2 weeks we'll have some global picks to make. So, what? Yeah, only NASCAR picks. Only NASCAR, because I'll just tell everybody, when we look at the global standings, there are no changes because there was no global race. So, yeah. Interesting, huh? But in 2 weeks when we go to Atlanta, I'll look in a minute. But in 2 weeks when we go to Atlanta, that's when global will be back. So, I'm gonna smack you. No, you spelled it right, Elijah. You spelled it right. Yeah, it's spelled right. Yeah, it's spelled right. H-O-L-D. Yeah, you spelled it right, Elijah. I just want to confirm that. Smacks David. David, accept it. No, accept it. And I just helped Taylor, so, ha. Thank you, Danny, says Taylor. Alright. Yeah, so that's look at this week's upcoming PCSRA Weekly Show events. Real quickly, for anyone that is asking why am I announcing this would be my final year as far as driving. Well, first off, I want to manage the team DVR and World Dogs Racing. That's why I'm not running in my series anymore. Nice derp, Great Lakes. Look at the quotes chat in Elijah's server, guys. Look at what Great Lakes said. That is a derp, and you should tell, and I should tell Cody that. What did he do? We know can't, but never caught. So that is a dirt. Oh, and Cody took. Oh, Elijah took care of that. Okay. So let's look ahead now that we gotten next week all covered. Let's look ahead to Auto Club. Let's actually first look ahead to Marrakesh because Orman and Taylor would like to talk about this amazing track because this track's actually really interesting. So we're going from let me check. Mexico City, thank you, Orman. We're going to the African track at Marrakesh, the only track in Africa we will be going to on the Formula E calendar.
Marrakesh is located in
Morocco, yep. The only track in Morocco. What do you think we're going to see at Marrakesh and Morocco? Do you think we're going to still see some good racing? Do you think we're going to see interesting passing, or what do you think? Or you think it's going to be a different race? I'll start with Taylor and then Orman.
I think it's going to be an interesting race. And everything. I mean, who knows what we'll see? It's a pretty interesting. It's going to be a pretty interesting race to see what will happen, and a lot of twists and turns in the track. So it's probably going to be easy for some teams to go off the track in some areas if they're not careful.
Yeah. And turn 1 is very wide, if you know what I mean. And also, David just ripped Elijah's material in the YouTube chat. I just now saw it. So, yeah. What about you, Orman?
I think we're going to expect the same race. It's going to be good and lots of drama. Marrakesh is always a great track for Formula E, and we can expect the same.
Oh yeah, it should be awesome. Now let's also get ready for our second race that we'll be previewing. Let's preview Auto Club. So we're going from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, which is a mile and a half, to the 2-mile D-shaped Auto Club Speedway of Southern California, the only trip for the Xfinity and Cup Series since trucks are off until Atlanta. Now, we always talk about Auto Club, and of course, and there's a couple of PCSRA teams that are going to be racing at Auto Club in front of their home fans. Besides Nathan Orman, you got Jackie Tang, you got Timmy Turner, Turner Buick Racing, because they're based out of California. Of course, Nathan Orman Motorsports. Hawaii Motorsports, technically this would be their home race because even though they're from Hawaii, but their shop's based out of California. Dragon Racing, as I mentioned, Turner Buick Racing. You got like a couple of 5 teams out west racing at home, so it's pretty good. Now, we talked about Auto Club Speedway. You know, they always run 3, 4, sometimes 5 wide. And Jimmy Johnson's going to be leading the 5 wide salute in his final Auto Club appearance. With that in mind, do you think we're going to see, if Vegas was any indication, do you think we could see the same amount of passes like what we saw at Las Vegas? Or do you think it's going to be a little bit different going into, going to be different? Start with you, Orman.
I think we're going to expect a lot of great passes, and it's going to be great.
What about you, Taylor?
Well, I mean, given what we just saw in Vegas and what we've seen at Auto Club over the past couple of years, Auto Club is probably going to be very wild. I mean, we've seen some very close finishes there over the past years. And, you know, the restarts are going to be crazy with everybody doing what they just did at Vegas, trying to go really
What about you, David? What do you think we're going to see at Auto Club? What happened? Please try again before you bang on Minnie Heller. No, accept it. We tied. No, we tie. Nope, Taylor beat you. D-word. You just said it bad, David. Okay, but as you were saying... Yeah. Oh, okay, before we continue on, you just said it, Bad Shade Evas, and you just said it, Bad Jay Jefferson, I'm guessing in the NSDCA server. What? Well, it was a hard pronunciation, so... Anywho, I'm gonna go with what Cody said, so... Alright, you know what it's time for, boys? It's time for predictions, presented by Courtyard by Marriott. For those of you that don't know how the predictions go, it goes like this. Driver to win, driver to stay away from, driver that is the dark horse. For this weekend, it is 1 point for every category. As Taylor is acting like... And before we go any further... I'm having a pink Barnes & Noble stupid headset that wants to fall down and be up. By the way, Taylor, I'm having a pink lemonade, and I'm not sharing with you, nor Orman, nor David. Oh, Barnes & Noble. Stupid L2 button. I'm about to smack this L2 button not naked and not with Barbie. Not accepted. No, we tied. Oh, Taylor. Hey, Taylor. Did you see what I did to Cody last night in my grounded chat? Look at what I said to Cody in my grounded chat. Or me better not look at the grounded chat. What I did to Cody last... Oh wait, you saw what I did to Cody last night, Warman? That was funny. And I smacked Cody because I did not prove me running naked through pepperoni pizza land, which there's no such thing as pepperoni pizza land. Unless if you're Amelia Goforth. Unless we have to find a new Cody's gonna kill you. Ladies and gentlemen, Zachary Taylor. Wait. I wanna read what Elijah said. Ladies and gents, Zachary Taylor, the laughing woman. That was not me. That's what Elijah said. That was not me. So anyway, before we get into the predictions, there's one little note I need to pass along to you all before we get into the race. You originally noticed CJ McLaughlin's on the entry list. J-Ski actually derped. It's supposed to be Myatt Snyder in the 93. So, nice derp, J-Ski. It was supposed to be Myatt Snyder, not CJ McLaughlin, you derp. So, yeah. Let me see if they've already updated it. I forgot to mention, all the haulers have made it to Auto Club. Yeah, the haulers are all at Auto Club, so they're all just outside the racetrack until they're ready to park, so. So, yeah, that's the interesting part. Alright, so let's go into first the global standings, because I have the global standings. In fact, Orman's been helping me out with the points of late, so yeah, which is nice. So coming into this, wait, what?
Just got roasting you, Daddy, in the ground.
I'll look later. I just want to go through the standings first. So, going into this weekend's event at Marrakesh, here are the global standings. I still have the point lead by 1 point over Mr. Cody Goforth. He is in second place with 12 points. Nathan Orman and Cody Smart are tied for third at 11 points apiece. Greg Rutz is currently in fifth with 10 points. And poor Zachary Taylor still dead last with 6 points. Wah, wah, wah. For the NASCAR weekend coming into after leaving Las Vegas, Cody Smart has the points lead by only 8 points over Greg Rutz. He is second at 306 points. Nathan Orman is in third place with 293 points. He has a big gap on Zachary Taylor by 31 points, and Taylor's in fourth with 262. 3 points behind him is myself. I'm round out the top five with 259 points. Kyle Langland is sixth with 252 points. Q-Man is seventh with 213 points. Great Lakes is eighth with 195 points. David Heller is ninth with 182 points. And Cody Goforth rounds out the field at 145 points because of LJ DeLito's disqualification. Also to note, wait, what? No, I was asking my mom, David. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Orman, that doesn't count, because I thought my mom called me.
Oh, okay. David, it's a dead point. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's a misinformed, because I was actually hearing if my mom said something to me. I was like, D-word. So, if I say that doesn't count, because I'm trying to hear what my mom said. Okay, you know what? You're getting it now, David. Watch this. I have a trap ready. Not accepted, Taylor. Watch this trap, Taylor.
I know what you're about to do, Dan.
Don't look at the grounded chat. Look what I did to David, the grounded chat. Yep. One little note I need to pass along to all of you. I don't know if most of you have heard this, but after what happened over the weekend, LJ Toledo has now been banned for life in the PCSRA and also in Great Lakes' NR series. So I just want to pass that along to everybody. Well, for saying, calling me bad names and all that, and all the yada yada yada, so. Yeah, and and this comes like weeks after, and I told Q-Man, And Q-Man, I don't know what the conversation was said between Q-Man and LJ, so yeah, so which I'll have to discuss that with Q-Man off the air. So David's already blocked LJ, so and then we can move on with our lives. Anyway, first off, let's get straight into the picks. We're gonna start with the global picks because that will be the easy thing. And before I give the panelists their predictions, I want to tell you what Cody Goforth has made picks as far as the as far as Marrakesh is concerned. So, for Cody Goforth, he says the following is going to happen. Driver to win, Lucas Degrassi. Are you going to write this down, Orman? Oh, Orman, I need to send you Cody's picks for NASCAR, unless you've looked at the predictions chat. Daniel App is the driver to stay away from, and his dark horse, Jean-Eric Verne as the dark horse. So again, it's Lucas Degrassi for driver to win. Oh. Driver stay away from Daniel App. Okay, so guess what, Nathan Norman? You're the first one to go for predictions. Yay, you're kicking off the global party. Ha ha ha. If you have not watched The Clash, which by the way yours truly took part and did not finish well, you can go watch it in Great Lakes because he just put it in the NR report, so. Alright, Orman, go for your picks, while Taylor writes his picks down fully clothed and not with Alice. Ooh. Girly point, Taylor. I accept it. Okay, let me make sure I spell it right, because every time I misspell Eduardo, it comes out to a different... Okay, Edoardo. Wait, who joined? What's going on in the YouTube chat? Oh. Taylor, stop squeezing your coconuts. Oh, good lord. Who's your dark horse, Orman? What happened to Discord, Orman? Your dark horse. It kicked me out of the call. Just kidding. Okay, for real. Who's your dark horse, for real? Jean-Eric Verne. Alright, Mr. Taylor. Who is your driver to stay away from for Formula E? Wait, what? Hold that thought. What's going on in the chat? Taylor will smack Elijah fully clothed and not with Alice. Taylor. You know what, David? That is acceptance, says Taylor. Okay, Taylor, who's your driver to stay away from? No, it's Nick DeFries, you derp. Who? Okay, I have a dumb question, Taylor. Who's Nick DeFries? We know Nick DeFries, but never Nick DeFries. Nice job, Taylor. Nick DeFries. I'm telling Cody. What happened? Wait, what happened, Ormond? I'm gonna tell Cody. When Cody gets in this call after this show's over, I'm gonna tell Cody. He said Nick DeFries instead of Nick DeFries. I'm like, who's Nick DeFries? We know Nick DeFries, but never Nick DeFries. SM word, and I believe a 2-word phrase. D word. You just said it bad, David. Oh! Yeah, let's get back to our picks. Oh, I was looking at the scheme Elijah put in the Pit Stop show. I need to put it in the weekly show. I just asked Elijah a question, what races? Your dark horse, Taylor. What happened? GG. Okay, who's your dark horse, Taylor?
My dark horse? They kicked me out of college again. My real dark horse?
Mitch Evans. The New Zealander. And your driver to win, Nick DeFries. What Elijah just said in the chat. Okay, who's your driver to win? Driver to win. Antonio Felix da Costa. Okay. I want to say this before I do my picks. Nick DeFries is now a part of the NASCAR Xfinity series. Cody. No, I'm serious. He'll be a new driver to the NASCAR Xfinity series along with Justin Allgaier, Eric Almoria, Jeremy Clements, Joey Lagat. I'm sorry if Cody comes across this video. Oh, the 12, by the way, is for Phoenix, by the way. I just got confirmation. Thank you, Elisha. Alright. Are you guys ready to hear my picks? And then we'll go to Auto Club. What happened? Where? Send me a pic, Taylor, and send me a pic in the DM with me, Taylor. So I can do, send me a pic, Taylor, in the DM with me, so I can see. Alright, while I do my predictions. Alright, would you like to hear my predictions? Not accepted. I think we tied. Anyway. So my driver to win... Anyway. My driver to win for Formula E at Marrakesh in Morocco. Should have won at Mexico. I think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna get another. You know what? I'm gonna say Mitch Evans as the driver to win. I think he's on a bit of a momentum. I think he's gonna go back to back. Driver to stay away from. Oh, this is the part where I hate the most. But I'm gonna say stay away from Brendan Hartley. Not Brandon. Brendan, you stupid phone. Not Brandon Hart. I said Brendan Hartley, not Brandon Hartley, you derping phone. I've never heard of Brandon. I've heard of Brendan, but never Brandon. My dark horse. Felipe Massa is my dark horse. as my dark horse. We'll get Cody and Greg's picks later on. All right. Yay, NASCAR predictions. Wait a minute. I need to check something real quickly. You guys got the entry list, okay?
Yep, I know.
So nobody goes home.
Okay, so
Oh, now I saw what I now saw what I saw that. I just saw in the DM, Taylor, and I just laughed. What's next? Are you gonna send it to Cody? Go send that to Cody so Cody can get. Oh. What happened? What happened? What happened? Barns and hippos. Oh, Joyland. Let me fill out. Let me actually. Oh wait, hang on 1 second. Yeah, I'll let you guys look at the entry list while I'm doing something else. So give you guys a second. Okay, Taylor, I don't know if that was a kind of funny laugh or if that was one of those laughs that Joey Chitwood decided to do on Cody Goforth. Yeah. Alright. First one to make his NASCAR picks. Let's do David Heller first. You're the honorary of going first, David. Now remember, it's Xfinity and Cup. Wait. Barnes and Noble, I forgot to do something. Give me 1 second. No, we're fine. We're good. Okay, David, you can go first. Now that you have the entry list. I said you get to go first, you derp. Pay attention. I think David's looking at the end of the world. Started 69 minutes ago. Nice derp, Great Lakes. Oh, he said Kyle Bish instead of Kyle Busch in the chat, and then Broad Keselowski. What? Smacks Ormy, accept it. Yeah, you got the entry list, right? Okay, I just want to make sure. Ooh, you're saying Noah Gregson's going to get his second win in 3 races. That's interesting. Well, and we knew who. Yeah. Ooh. You know what? That was actually one of my picks I was thinking about for stay away from. Wow. Okay, what's interesting is that you picked your two picks are based off the first two winners of the season. I find that interesting.
That is really interesting.
I find it interesting.
Okay, now for
God, I'm gonna have a tough time trying to figure out who I want for Xfinity. All right, for Cup.
the top, Chase got so close to winning last week at Las Vegas, and I think if it wasn't for his tire going down, just after his last green flag, or what could have been his last green flag pit stop of the race, I think Chase could have had a shot at winning
Mhm.
at Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to say driver to win is actually going to be Ryan Blaney.
Wow. That's a really gutsy pick.
Driver to stay Kyle Busch. Yeah.
This angers the Taylor. This angers the Taylor.
Dark horse is Chase Elliott. Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh.
Girly point, Taylor. Okay, so before I get to Taylor's predictions,
And I'll go ahead and time out those predictions in the chat. I think I am going to cross that over to Elijah's server as well.
yeah, even though you can make picks, it probably won't count.
Okay.
Just throwing an FYI. That's what I was told.
So who's next?
You are Orman, but before I get to you, Orman, I wanna read you some other people's picks for those that couldn't make it on the show.
Okay, so
So I'll get to you in a second, Orman. But first, give me 1 second because I need to
oh, great. Taylor did the one thing.
So, before we get to Orman's predictions, let me first read you the other people's picks for those that couldn't make it onto the show. For Miss... Yeah, we're gonna... give me 1 second. We're gonna start... For Kyle Langland, we're gonna start with Kyle before we get to Orman. Mr. Teal. This is what he said for his picks. So, for Xfinity, he says Chase Briscoe is the driver to win. Driver stay away from Austin Cindric. Ryan Sieg as his dark horse. Well, remember, Sieg had some good momentum going on the West Coast Tour, so it might continue. For Cup, he said Kevin Harvick is the driver to win. Yeah. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is the driver to stay away from. Yep. And his dark horse is kind of a bit surprising to you guys. Matt DiBenedetto as the dark horse. He's been on a good run so far. Yep. For Cody Goforth, just want to get these out of the way before we get to me, so. Or before we get to Orman. So, for Cody Goforth in Xfinity. Wait, what? What? Wait, in my server? Barnes and Noble. I'll get to his picks and I'll get to his picks in a second. So for Cody Goforth in Xfinity, he took Chase Briscoe as the driver to win. Driver stay away from Harrison Burton, because this is Harrison's first time at Auto Club. Noah Gragson as the dark horse. And then for Cup, he took Kyle Busch as driver to win. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is the driver to stay away from.
Okay, Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Chase Elliott as the dark horse.
Yay.
And then for Great Lakes, since he's already put him in the chat. He still has Brendan Jones instead of Brandon, but I'll let that one slide. For Xfinity, Great Lakes has said Noah Gragson as the driver to win, Brandon Jones as the driver to stay away from, Justin Allgaier as the dark horse. Yep. What? Oh no! But it's Justin Allgaier, so. For Cup, he says Kyle Busch as the driver to win, Joey Logano as the driver to stay away from, and Jimmy Johnson as the dark horse. I'm going to write those down. I'll write them down before I forget, before I get to my picks. Okay, I think that's the... Oh, Cody Smart, by the way, if he would have... I don't think he was going to make it, but he dropped off his predictions. Yep. Hey, Orman, I'm going to send you Cody's picks in your DM, so that way you can... Okay. So I'll just read you guys what Cody Smart picked. For Xfinity, even though I don't know why he puts it all in caps, but anywho. Driver to win, Chase Briscoe. Driver to stay away from, Joe Graff Jr. Harrison Burton as the dark horse. For Cup, he says Kyle Busch as the driver to win. Austin Dillon is the driver to stay away from. And Kevin Harvick as the dark horse.
Next, Cody Smart. I'm writing Cody Smart.
Yeah.
Before I make predictions.
Sorry, one of my... Cody!
What happened?
Smacks Cody! Cody, accept it. Don't look at Messenger, boys. I saw that one coming. I saw that one, Cody. And David will go smack Cody fully clothed and not with Minnie. No. I was helping you smack Cody fully clothed, not with Minnie, is what I said, you derp. D-word. You just said a bad... Okay. Let me write Great Lakes' picks down so I don't forget. Wait, did I have him still on this list, or... Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah. Okay, I did. What did you do, Taylor? Smacks Taylor. Taylor, accept it. No, I said Taylor, accept it, you derp. Alright, I'm writing down Great Lakes, so, and I'll get to you in a minute, Orman. Of course, he took Logano, and he took Jimmy Johnson, which, surprisingly, Johnson's gotten his resurge, if you know what I mean. Alright, Mr. Orman, you're up. Now that we're all caught up on other picks. Bruh. Wow. Jeremy Clements is the driver to win. Wow, didn't see that one coming. stay away from?
He's having a bad season as of late, and yeah, I'm gonna pick Riley Hooks as his driver to stay away from.
Wow. Girly point.
And my dark horse, his driver will get possibly a top 10 or top 15. I'm gonna say Anthony Alfredo as the dark horse.
By the way, his first start of the season. I would like to make one little note before we get to your cup picks, Orman. This is the last race for J.J. Yaley in the 90. Yeah, J.J. Yaley, because for the remainder of the season, it will be. Don't help me. I can look it up. I know which driver it is. It's going to be Cody Vanderwall that will make his Xfinity debut next week at Phoenix. So for cup. I was a little surprised about that, but okay.
If I might change my driver to win in a way of
Okay.
I'm not too confident.
If you had a backup one, who would it be?
My backup one is going to be Chris Brewster.
Whoa! Can we say I did not see that one coming? Who's your driver stay away from?
Driver stay away from, it's gonna be, you know what? Sorry guys, but I'm gonna say driver stay away from is going to be Ross Chastain.
Oh, I saw this one coming. Dark Horse. Alright, Mr. Taylor, you're up.
Zachary Taylor. Or should I say Mr. Alex Taylor? I'm gonna smack over me,
Taylor will do it fully clothed and not with Alice. Taylor, accept it.
Okay, for Xfinity.
What in the name of turkey legs?
Girly boy for Taylor. The drivers from this driver's been struggling some, so I think I'm gonna take him from a driver's away from. Jeremy Clements is my driver's high.
I was like, yeah, I was kind of debating about that.
Next, dark horse. Okay, so my dark horse, I am going to say my boy Justin Haley is my dark horse.
And your driver to win.
So my driver plan, I think I'm going to take a slight risk here because sometimes my driver does well on the ovals and sometimes he does kind of mediocre but decent. So the driver I think I'm going to take to win is Austin Cindric.
Wow. It's a cup. Wow.
He's been off to a slow start, so I think he's going to be my driver to stay with. Okay. My dark horse, I'm
All right.
Dylan actually had a pretty decent run in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And for my driver to win. Okay, just to be fair for me, I was actually thinking about picking Kyle Busch as my driver to stay away from, but I didn't.
You're safe for now.
Thank you. Okay. So, who's the driver to win? Driver to win. I think I'm going to pick a driver. Almost in Vegas. If the caution hadn't came out, or he ended up winning, Alex Bowman, my driver.
Wow.
He probably would have won Vegas if he would have stayed out on the caution for that caution.
I think that's everybody. Q-Man's actually going to get the same picks as me. So, it is me! Alright. Well, this one's actually going to be really tough. So, my driver to win for the Xfinity race, looking at momentum, I'm gonna say Chase Briscoe is the driver to win. Stay away from. Oh man, I feel so sick to my stomach as far as picking a driver to stay away from. But if I had to pick a driver to stay away from just because of my honest opinion, I gotta say stay away from Ross Chastain because, yes, he's in good equipment, but he's been really struggling in that car in the early going, so I think he's a driver to stay away from. Dark Horse, Ryan Sieg. To Cup. Driver to win. Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to go Martin Truex Jr. as the driver to win. Driver to stay away from, I think you guys should have picked this driver because this is just my honest opinion. You mentioned, you mentioned, Taylor, about Cole Custer off to a terrible start. There was another driver I was going to say, and the driver to stay away from, I have to say stay away from Clint Boyer. I feel like Auto Club is not a good track for him. You know, he's had engine failures. He's had pretty bad luck. I just feel like Clint Boyer is not going to do well at Auto Club. My dark horse, if there is one driver that has been on a huge momentum just because of what he did at Las Vegas and almost won, I have to say Matt DiBenedetto is a dark horse. I mean, nobody expected him to. I mean, let's be honest. Nobody expected him to even finish second. Let's be honest here, okay? And I feel like he's been on a bit of a momentum. And I think he's really going to be the driver that's going to be the big surprise, if you ask me, so. Alright, and that is... Oh, and Q-Man's actually going to have the same picks as me, so just... I'll send it to you in a DM. So, this is what I will do. Give me 1 second. I need to do this. Oh, Barnes and Noble. We're going to start this again. Okay. So, the only one who has not made picks is Greg Rutz, but he should give me his picks sometime soon, so. Okay, I just put that there, so anyway. Alright, let's get to our final thoughts. David Heller, I'll start with you. Final thoughts. Nathan Orman, your final thoughts. All right, Mr. Taylor, your final thoughts. Yeah. Real quickly before I wrapped up the broadcast, Orman, I just received a tweet from Angela Rock. Wow, where do I start? Obviously, a tweet was sent from my account last night that caused a bit of a stir. Truth is, my husband Mike responded from my phone. He was pretty upset with the comment from Parker. I probably would have handled a bit different, but I love the support. And that's a December holiday point for you, David. So, what? That was not Angela's fault. That was probably her husband. Mm-hmm. GG. So. Yeah. Nice motivational belch. Yeah, we're gonna get in a call we'll get into the president's call. So I'll see you guys over there. So yeah, that's pretty it. For my final thoughts is basically what I've already said on here as far as the is concerned. But Marissa's life will be celebrated in the years to come, and it's difficult because I was mentioning about her at the top of the show. Leaving behind now a 5-year-old child, which is really difficult, and for that child not to be raised by a mom is really heartbreaking. So that's just kind of the thing that I feel bad about. So. The Oklahoma Highway Safety Office is a proud partner of the PCSRA Weekly Show, and we remind all of our friends that together we can end DUI. Visit enduyok.com for more details. So far, want to thank David Heller, Zachary Taylor, Nathan Orman for joining me on the weekly show, as well as Great Lakes. Our statistician, Caleb Hobbs, producer and engineer, Zachary Fitzwater, Jackie Tang, Alex Hawkins. Also want to thank Elijah and Cody and everybody else that is a part of the weekly show. Dennis Stats Kelly, our spotter, Greg Wood Black, engineer, producer, Michael Dean, Tom Shores, and Greg Rutz, our sideline engineer, Crystal Fontaine, our PCSRA analysis, and Seth Summer running the show for us back in our Learfield IMG College Network Studios. Final score, one final time from the season opener at home in the XFL season opener in Tampa Bay. Let me get there. It was Greg Rutz and the Houston Roughnecks 34, and my Tampa Bay Vipers 27. Tampa is now 0-3 into the season. So, hope everybody has enjoyed the show, and hi, Mark. And we hope you guys will join us next week. Hopefully, it will be a much better week for us next week. Until next week, my friends, when we recap Auto Club, Marrakesh, get you caught up on some news and notes in the NR Report, take you through the breaking news stories, get you excited for all the other good stuff, and we look ahead to Phoenix Raceway in Avondale, Arizona to wrap up the hashtag NASCAR Goes West. This is Daniel Voles, aka PCSRA Blue Hedgehog 26, saying, R.I.P. Marissa, and Boomer Sooner, everybody.
PCSRA Weekly Show fans, thank you for joining us for today's episode of the PCSRA Weekly Show on the Blue Hedgehog TV. We hope to see you every Monday and Tuesday inside our PCSRA studios in War Acres, Oklahoma for more episodes of the PCSRA Weekly Show throughout the 2020 race season. This PCSRA Weekly Show broadcast has been brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic Drive-Ins, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecues, Harkins Theaters, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where we encourage all of you fans that together we can end DUI. Thanks for listening to the PCSRA Weekly Show. The preceding has been a Learfield IMG College presentation on the PCSRA Sports Network. Copyright 2020 by the National Association of Professional Racing Leagues and the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association, Incorporated.